Hi, I'm Katie Smith.
I'm Gabby Terry.
Alright, and I'm Angelica, and we are conducting a friendship interview. Alright, so first I want to ask you, what is your definition of friendship?
I actually really hate definitional questions. Oh my god, that's about my potatoes. Okay. You go first.
I just think it's like anyone that you would say anything to. And like that you hang out with a lot.
Yeah, and there's also like different levels of friendship. Like, you know how like you have like your best friends, and then like there's friends that like you don't need to talk to every day, but like when you like go home or something, like you're still friends with them, and then you have like those like other people like you're not really that close with, but they're still like your friends.
Alright. So tell me about the time that you guys met.
Oh, okay. I'm really good at this. So Brown likes to tell people that we lived on the
Wait,
same.
who's Brown?
Oh, her name is Brown.
Okay.
And that kind of plays into like
The story.
Like the
Yeah, that's part of the story.
Almost. Okay, so freshman year, I lived on the 5th floor, and my floor was all friends, and we were all friends. The 5th floor.
Yeah, but I was a part of it too.
I'm getting it. And she lived on the 6th floor. But you know how like you have all those like orientation things like in the beginning of the school year. So she met Laura Sposato.
Okay.
And her roommate, Brittany. Because
Brittany.
I didn't have... My roommate was in the band, so like she didn't come to any of the orientation stuff with me, so I went to all of it alone. And then so I like made friends with them at the dining hall.
Yeah, and so she met them at the dining hall, like the first day of school. And then Laura lived 2 doors down from me, so I like...
Sposato.
Yeah, Laura Sposato, and I was like talking to her, you know, how like everyone like leaves their door open and stuff, so like I was like in her room, and like Katie like walked by with this girl, weird Jenna, self-explanatory, she's a weird person named Jenna, and so she like passed by and then came in, and we were all like super weird, just like sat in a circle and like started to like be friends.
And started giving our Instagram names
Yeah,
to each other.
we like actually wrote it down on like a piece of paper. It's actually like quite embarrassing, and I like hate almost every single person that I was with that day. Like,
except for Katie.
yeah, and my old roommate Alyssa, but like that's fine. And like so later on, that's how we became friends. And then
Well, that wasn't how we became friends. That's how we met
that's
each other.
how we met each other. And then we started like going to things like as a group together. But then like I actually, once I said like I hated everyone. And then she wanted to go out for like sorority. I wanted to go out for sorority recruitment. And then her mom made her go out. And so like we like had like everyone else was over there, and we just like started like doing our own thing.
Because we were the only 2 in that group that wanted to do sorority recruitment, besides Blonde Katie.
Yes, Blonde Katie. That's how she got the name Brown Katie.
I
Yeah.
understand.
Because there's a Blonde Katie.
And Blonde Katie went out for recruitment with us, and then
But now she's
that
in her
didn't work
sorority.
out. And then now she's in her sorority.
Katie.
Yeah.
When you guys were going through recruitment, did you guys discuss about being in the same sorority?
We did, but like we weren't like
We weren't like, oh my god, like, we
yeah,
have
like
to be in
it's
the
not like
same
we
one.
knew each other for like a super long time, so we were like, oh, we'll still be friends, like no matter
Yeah.
what sorority we're in.
And like it would, like was talked about, but it was never like
Yeah.
we like had to be in the same one. Like we just kind of did our own things and just like talked about
So
it.
after bid day, when you found out that you were both in different like sororities, how did you guys like?
We were both really excited. I was
We
happy
just
that
talked
like,
about how awkward bid day was.
like and Mary was her recruitment counselor, who's like her G-Big now. So like
Yeah.
that was exciting. And then we actually have like these really unattractive pictures in the laundry room after bid day. We like literally took pictures in the laundry room. I'll show them to you sometime.
So what was your first impression of each other sitting in that circle?
I thought she was Hispanic. I remember her because she was already sitting down when I came into the room, and that I first thought, like, for some reason, I thought she was really tall and Hispanic because you were.
Did you know this prior?
Prior?
Like, did you know that she thought you were?
Yeah,
Hispanic?
and I'm still very. I don't think I look Hispanic.
You were
in the
tan. No, you were so tan then because it was right after summer.
And you thought I was tall. I'm 5'2".
I know. I don't know why. I just remember like walking and sitting down, and like I was like, oh, like that girl's tall and Hispanic. That was my only impression of you.
I just remember you wearing a train shirt.
I still love trains.
Why were you wearing a graphic tee? The world may never know.
It was like nighttime. I wasn't gonna look cute.
You're fine.
So just like appearance.
It was just like very like shallow, like so awkward.
And then one time we went to Starbucks together by ourselves, and I think that was like really.
That's when we like started talking about going through.
And then some random girl behind us, like we were talking about going through recruitment, and we were like, oh, we don't know, like. And then some girl behind us was like, do you want to go through sorority recruitment? Like you definitely should. And I think she did.
I feel like it's like Lena.
Ew, no. Wait, Liana. Oh, Lena. I thought you meant Liana.
Looking back on it, we're not sure.
So when you guys like started, dating, did you think that you would be as good friends as you are right now?
Okay, this is where I feel like you were interested about like interviewing us specifically because she's really weird about forming friendships and I'm not.
So wait, can we dive into that real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, Brown, take it over.
When it comes time for friendships, like how do you know that you're gonna be a good friend with someone? Like what what was your thought pattern?
I don't know. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I have one good best friend from home, and, like, we've been best friends since preschool. Like, we went to the same preschool together and, like, went through elementary school together, middle school. And then I had a friend in high school that was, like, a bitch. And so it was when I moved high schools, and she was, like, the first person that, like, I met. And so, like, I guess I just, like, latched onto her and, like, her friend group, but they're actually not the type of people that I'd be friends with. So, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just...
it just takes her, like, a really long time to warm up to people.
I'm not, like, a very, like, trusting person, I guess. Mm-hmm. And so, like, I don't, like, tell people a lot about myself because I don't...
So, was there something specifically in Gabby that allowed you to, like, kind of open up that day?
I'm more friends with outgoing people.
Okay.
Like, when someone, like, forces me to be friends with them, then then I'm friends with them.
I think I form friendships, like, really easily. Like, I always have, like, a best friend. Like, that's, like, more of the thing. But, like, I, like, form friendships, like, very easily. And, like, I, like, didn't really like anyone else on my floor that much. Like, they were all really annoying. So, like, that's why, like, she's the girl. She would go to Starbucks with me.
So, how long have you guys been friends?
Since the second day of college, so, like, two years.
Yeah.
2 years.
Just over 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so I literally wrote this question. What you guys like when you are together? What I mean to say is, what are you guys like when you're together?
Annoying.
We're we're really annoying when we're together because, like, we, like, have
It's gotten better. It's gotten a lot better. No, okay, last year people couldn't even be around us.
I don't know. We just are, like, really weird. Like, I always tell people, like, I bring out the weird in her, like, people in her sorority because we're in different sororities, like, or, like, when they, like, see us together, they're, like, caught off guard at first because, like, she's, like, a shy person in general. But then, like, when we're together, we're really, really weird.
So...
And people... Wait, who told us that we beat things to death?
Bryce?
Yeah.
He was like, something's, like, funny, and then, like, you say something funny, and then you just, like, keep saying it until it's, like, not funny anymore. But then it almost has to be being funny again because we're so annoying.
Like, we will take, like, a funny thing and just keep going at it until no one else is laughing anymore and we can't even talk because we're laughing so hard.
So is that the same? So when you guys are together alone as opposed to together in a large group, is it the same?
Yeah.
Like, I have no problem, like, calling her out and being like, Brown, like, oh my god, like, that's what, like, even if we were in, like, a large group, like, I feel like it's, like, almost the same thing. I mean, except, like, we're more annoying and maybe I'm more conscious about that, but, like, I actually don't care.
That's good. What do you guys like apart? So with the separate sororities, when you're with your Alpha Phi group and you're with your Di Phi E group, what do you guys like separately? Do you know?
I'm definitely more shy. I don't think you...
Yeah, I feel like I'm, like, the same, like, around other people. I mean, like, once again, like, we just, like, have, like, a lot of, like, inside jokes and stuff, so, like, I feel like maybe I'm more annoying around her, but, like, I have the same, like, I'm still, like, outgoing and, like, I have friends in, like, my sorority and stuff, but, like, she's, like, is my best friend, like, here, but it's, like, it's a different relationship, but, like, my personality is the same.
Gotcha. What are some favors you expect from one another?
Favors?
Yeah.
She expects me to drive her places.
Oh, yeah. That is, like, the source of conflict in our relationship. I am 20 years old and I don't have my license. And
you don't have your license?
Nope.
That's okay.
Yeah, so she drives me everywhere and she doesn't like it.
And I think that I don't know, like, I expect you to, like, Like,
I
like
leave
if
her
I'm
motivational
going,
quotes.
yeah.
What was that?
I leave her motivational quotes.
Okay.
And candy when I'm having a bad week.
Okay.
That's about it.
Do you ever like? Do you ever expect you to pay for it? So she drives you somewhere. Do you expect her to pay you back in some type of form?
I feel like usually we're going like the same place.
Yeah,
you know what I
it's
mean?
never like she asked me to drive her somewhere. I'm like, oh, if I'm going to the grocery store, like
Like she'll like come
why
and, like,
wouldn't I
ask
bring
me
her if I'm already going
Yeah.
there?
Or like if we're like going out to dinner, like we'll just like go out together. But it's like I don't know. You're
Like, I
really
don't-
weird about like other people doing things for you, which like I like don't mind.
Yeah.
I feel like I always offer to like buy you stuff, and you're just like,
I
okay.
don't know it. It's fine.
Are there topics that you guys always discuss when you're together? Like, is there
Our
something?
torsos.
Okay. So Brown has a really long torso. Like, she's
And I think
really
Gabby has a
cool.
short torso, but she thinks
I
it's
have
average
more of an
size.
average torso. And like we always talk about this, and no one else like thinks it's funny, but
And
it
it's always like it always
comes
comes up when we're drinking mostly. So like when we talk about like rompers, it comes up because I can't wear rompers
Yeah.
because my torso is long.
Okay.
And like it's really funny. It's actually not
Someone
that
told
funny.
us one time that we didn't even know.
We were out on someone else's porch, like someone else's like last year's porch, and like they came up and they're like, "No torso talk" or something. And we like kept talking about it. See, like that's another example of beating things to death. Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
In other topics, I mean, we just like we both are like very stressed out people, so like naturally we
School.
like talk about school and like
grad school.
grad school,
How
and
do you
like
guys
other
deal with
activities
stress
and
together?
Not well.
She she sucks at dealing with stress. Like
Yeah.
like she like is really bad with it. And like I'm a very stressed out person, but I keep it more like internally, or like I'll like go to like the gym or something, like try to burn off myself. Whereas she like
I just shut myself out. from people.
yeah, like she'll like she scares me when she gets like stressed out.
Tell me about how you guys solve disagreements.
Oh, I like have no problem with calling her out for anything.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't have a problem calling me out.
And
for
like
anything.
people were like worried freshman year that we wouldn't be good roommates because we are like I don't know, like we have like kind of opposite personalities. Like we talked about like she's like more shy and I'm more outgoing, and like we just kind of like bicker like back and forth. Like we're like an old married
But it's
couple.
like fine. Like it's never something that like is like a huge fight. Like we've never had like a
We've
huge
never like had
argument.
a huge fight, but like if we do fight, we like I'll just be like you're annoying me right now, and like I'll
Yeah.
just like walk away.
Like we'll literally be like stop. Like you're so annoying, and
Yeah.
then we'll like leave.
like we
and
just
then
like
we'll
talk about things like very openly.
And then so after you guys say like, "Oh, stop! You're being so annoying." When you come back, is there any type of like elephant in the room, or do you feel like
No.
fine?
No.
I mean,
I mean,
I've
like,
never felt like uncomfortable.
There's never anything that I've been like, oh, like Gabby's doing something annoying. I can't tell her about it. Like if there's dishes in the sink and like Gabby, like clean your fucking dishes. Like you're so annoying. Like there's never like we just call each other out for
Yeah.
everything, and then it's fine.
What was it like? What was it like being roommates for the first time sophomore year?
We like barely ever were in the room together during the day.
Yeah, like because our like class schedules and stuff, like we're both involved in so many like activities that like we would just be gone at like the same time in the morning, and like we'd come home at night and like do our homework together. But like obviously we're not talking that much when we're doing our homework. But like we were on like the same schedules that we both like to wake up early and like go to bed earlier. So like that really like worked out. And then we would like go to like Starbucks or something in the morning.
So would you consider Starbucks your cornerstone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Like, so what's like? Why do you always go to Starbucks?
Because it's
I
on
love
campus.
coffee.
Okay.
I don't like Starbucks that much.
But I'm like,
But you just
It's
enjoy
on
the time.
campus.
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm like addicted to coffee and the
Yeah.
caffeine and stuff, so like I need it.
And like freshman year we didn't eat on campus
Oh,
at
yeah.
all unless it was Starbucks. Like we only ate at
At
Starbucks.
Starbucks. Like we only like she ate the like
Like I haven't been to
panini and I
Yeah.
ate the tomato mozzarella basil one because like that I'm a vegetarian, and besides that every food on campus like sucks except for home zone.
I haven't been
Sour
to
cream.
Lawrence since first semester freshman year.
Yeah.
Like,
I haven't
we
been
didn't
there
go
since I
at
had
all.
to go.
Yeah.
So just a really random question. When you guys go to Starbucks, just you two, and you're like sitting, and then someone, like say you're having a discussion, and then someone sees that it's like, oh, there's Katie and Gabby, and they walk over. Do you find yourself changing, like you guys were just talking about, and you change topics? Like, how do you feel like that affects
No,
you?
I think that we're not like the type of best friends that, like, exclude people from our conversation.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes there's, like, a moment where, like, if we have, like, an inside joke, like, we'll explain it to people. Like, it's not like we're like, oh, like, that's our inside joke.
Like, you
can't.
don't get it.
But people, like, get annoyed sometimes, I think, by that. Like, remember Brandon freshman year?
No.
We had an inside joke about...
yeah. I don't
remember.
It was about something, but he was like...
Oh, Becca.
And he just, like, didn't get it. And, like, he was like, why do you guys always, like, have inside jokes and all this stuff? And it's just, like, I don't know.
But, like, I don't know, we don't exclude people. Like, we always have people sitting at the table with us.
Yeah, because, like, I feel, well, I'm, like, friends with everyone, like, our sorority, like, example. And so, like, I'm, like, very, like, outgoing. Like, I don't mind, like, talking to new people. Or, like, even if it was just, like, anyone. Like, I don't mind.
What is your favorite inside joke?
I don't know.
Yeah. I guess, like, the torso one, but I don't know if I'm just saying that just because it's, like, on the top of my head.
I feel like we don't have, like, necessarily, like, we have things that, like, just we think are funny, and no one else thinks is funny, and so it's not really, like, an inside joke, it's just us being annoying.
Yeah.
I feel like annoying is the word that you guys use a lot.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Like, I'm not denying that we're
I can't
so
really deny.
annoying, but...
Like,
What, at 18 Price where you guys live, and you live with how many other people?
4.
Is it hard for them to, like, mesh with you guys? Like, or do you guys feel like
No, I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, I was expecting more difficulty in this, but, like, we all have our own room except for, like, the 2 people who, like, share a room downstairs. And, like, it's kind of
And we
broken
don't
up
live on
into,
the
like,
same floor.
Yeah, which is weird. But, like, it's kind of broken up into, like, 2, like, best friends, 2 best friends, 2 best friends. So it's, like, me and her, Jane and Gab, and Alicia and Megan. But, like, we all, like, go to bed early and stuff like that. So, like, it's really, like, not an issue. And, like, I feel like we try to be, like, all-encompassing. But, like, obviously, like, if we're doing things, like, we have no problem, like, breaking off and, like, doing things together. But, like, we also are all good, like, hanging out together.
Oh, that's good. Was there anything that one of you introduced to another, like, for example, you introduced her to, like, a favorite movie or, like, a favorite song or, like, pumpkin spice lattes? Like, was there anything that...
Amy's organic soup.
We're both going through, like, this, like, soup phase right now.
Yeah, I can tell.
Eat soup a lot, and I really like soup.
So who do you think started that?
You did. But,
I
like,
did.
I also, like, I had the soup before, but, like, she, like, reintroduced me to the soup. Specifically the split
But I
pea
can't think
soup.
of... I guess, like...
Country music.
No, I still don't like country music. Nicki
Oh my
Minaj.
I don't like Nicki Minaj.
You like the one song by Nicki Minaj.
She introduced me to one song by Nicki Minaj.
It's just funny because I feel like I would dub you a country star and you a Nicki Minaj fan. Like,
And
it's
it's
just
the
so
opposite,
swift.
yeah.
Like, that's funny.
No, like, what is... I feel like there's, like, more things. Like, I feel like clothes. Like, you introduced me more to, like, dresses and, like, dressing nicer. Like, I don't know.
Wow.
Like, I used to not, like, dress...
You-
I used to not have clothes. Like,
you were a
remember
trained-
freshman year? I could fit all of my clothes into one suitcase.
I buy, like, a lot of clothes. Like, that, it's actually, like, a problem for myself. I should probably stop. Like,
This is actually an intervention.
it's like an intervention. I buy a lot of clothes. It's just, like, my thing.
You introduced me to Netflix.
I did.
Yeah, I didn't watch Netflix.
I watch it.
What Netflix do you watch together? Like,
She just finished How I Met Your Mother, and she's sad about it.
And I didn't like it.
I love How I Met Your Mother. We both watch Orange is the New Black.
Okay.
I think that's funny. We both watch Gilmore Girls.
We think that's funny.
It's a group consensus, okay?
We watch a lot of the same shows, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like Gilmore Girls. And, like, what else?
Friends.
No. You didn't finish watching American Horror Story.
But we both, I still have to.
But we both started that at the same time.
We both like the Holocaust. Sorry, that was really random. We both
Yeah.
like learning about the Holocaust.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just sparked my interest because that's one of the things from, like, American Horror Story. That's, like, the second season I never finished.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's like
It's
that
like
time
a
period
little
thing.
part.
And we both like learning about the Holocaust.
Have you ever been to the Holocaust Museum in DC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Together?
No. Wait, did you actually go in? I don't
Not
know if you
that.
actually
I went to the
in.
Holocaust Museum before, just not at that time. But we were both in DC together, like, last year. But
Yeah.
we randomly just saw each other, but we didn't go together.
I mean, we actually like kind of went together, but like
We kind of
I was supposed to go with you, and then I found out there was a different trip for
Yeah, she went on
$15
like
less.
I remember that.
yeah, when like everyone went to the last
Yeah.
Yeah. How much time do you guys think you spent with each other?
Too much.
A lot. Like besides like class and stuff, like I feel like this semester is like weird, but besides class, I feel like we're pretty much together. Like well,
Yeah.
like
Unless it comes to like sorority, like the only thing that I have to say is like we never really like go out together anywhere at night, like parties and stuff, because
I feel like I go
different
with you every
sororities.
single time you go to a party almost. Well, I guess it's been
No,
that way
like-
since it's like pre-games and
yeah.
stuff. And like I'm friends with a lot of people in your sorority. And
But
even
like
in your
when
house,
it comes to like,
almost
I
every
feel like
person.
freshman year we went out together one time, and then sophomore, like it's
Yeah.
been getting more and more.
Yeah, I guess so.
But I feel like when we turn 21, like that would be.
Yeah, because
Like,
like
we'll
well,
go to
obviously
the
we have
bars
like
together.
different like mixers and stuff. But like sometimes we'll like pre-game and stuff together.
So what do you guys like when you're out during the nighttime hours? Are you guys any different than what you are?
I go through like I have like phases. Like I like sometimes I'm like this sort of way and sometimes I'm like this. Like I think the biggest thing that she's probably gonna mention is like I get somewhere and like I don't want to leave. Like you have like a really hard time like bringing me like home from like the party. I mean you definitely get like more fun.
Thanks.
You definitely get more fun.
No, I do. Like it's not like I don't know. Like I'm a certain way around her all the time, but then like
Yeah, but like she'll show
Yeah.
everybody this
Yeah.
way when she's out. I mean
Uh-huh.
like take that as well.
So fall break is next weekend. What do you guys like during those breaks? Like when you're not, like during winter break and summer break, like what's your friendship like?
I mean, we
when
don't
you're-
really like see each other that often because I work
Yeah.
55 hours a week when I'm
And
home.
if I like had my like a car or something, I feel like it'd almost be like a little bit different because it's just like annoying. But we don't live that far away.
We
from
live
each other.
we
It's
only live like 30
40
minutes from each other.
Yeah, and, like we hang out like twice or like 3 times.
But I just like don't have time to like
Yeah.
constantly like.
But like
go.
I feel like
Like,
there's
if-
like always
if- yeah,
reasons
if
that
you
I'm,
had
like,
your
texting you,
license,
though,
too. If you had your license
Yeah.
though, it would be like different. I feel like. 'cause, like,
Yeah, one
okay.
day.
Yeah.
No worries.
but we don't
Um,
really see each other. that
Yeah,
much.
but I feel like we like text each other like often. Like there's always just like random things that I'm like, oh, like that's funny.
Yeah.
Or like whenever we like buy like new like clothing pieces, we'll like tell each other so we don't buy the same one, and then we can just borrow each
So
other.
that's happened before.
Yes.
Do you guys borrow a lot of the same? Do you guys borrow clothes?
I borrow clothes from her.
Yeah.
She
I
doesn't
mean,
really
like
borrow
I
clothes
borrow
from me.
like certain like things.
I don't really have like. I have clothes that like I would wear. Like it wouldn't be most of the stuff that I have isn't something that she would wear.
Next question. Well, I feel like you already said this. So 10 to 20 years from now, where do you see your friendship?
We're gonna be old.
Being moms.
Yeah, we're like both. Okay, so like the college life, like it's a lot for some people. Like some people like say that college is the best 4 years of your life, and like you peak in college, and everything after that like trickles off. But like we've both discussed that like after our 4 years is when we're gonna be in our prime, and like we're both like very excited to like have like big families and like husbands and just like do like cute like
And like
mom
being a mom
things.
is like when we're like that's
Our time to
yeah.
shine. Like we're both like very excited for that time period. Cause like I don't know, like going out and stuff it's not like my favorite thing to do. Like I'll go out and like have a good time, but it's like I'm more excited for like that part of my life. Like I have no problem thinking about like the future and like getting excited about it. I mean, I'm gonna be sad to leave Westchester, but like I'm just like excited and we can like do cute little mom things together.
Yeah.
Okay, just a random question. Do you guys have a favorite story that you always like to tell?
I feel like I always have to tell people why I call her Brown.
Yeah, but like that's not like a funny story.
Yeah, it's like a necessity because everyone's like very concerned
Yeah.
about why I call her Brown, and like I feel like that's almost like a conflict of interest too because like I call her Brown and she doesn't like when I call her Brown, but I feel like she's gotten used to the fact that I call her Brown and like.
But if anyone else tries to call me it, I get really
Yeah, so I feel
angry
like
because I actually hate it.
So you don't like being called Brown,
No, I hate it.
but you like when Gabby calls you it?
I don't
She
like
doesn't
it,
like it,
but
but
I
she's
just I'm
accepted
just
that
like
that's
like
like-
I can't stop. Like she's the one that like made the nickname. Like I can't
It's
like
been
it.
2 years. I
Yeah.
mean, like I still call her.
But
Brown.
if any like our other roommate Jean tries to call me Brown, and I'm just like stop. Like don't call me that. Like I actually get angry. And like her little in her sorority calls me it, but like I also let her call me that because
that's how I like introduced
that's
her to
yeah,
her name.
like that's how she would talk about me to her little.
Say like you guys were strangers and you guys never met. Would you ever like think to reach out to Gabby to be a friend if you didn't meet her freshman year, and like you started to just like see her around like those Greek social settings and philanthropy events? Like, would you think to go approach
See,
her?
I'm not like I wouldn't like go approach anyone. Like I don't do that. Like if we're in like a situation, like I don't know.
Gabby,
I'm just trying. Like if we were like in like a group together for something, and like she was like the most outgoing person. Like when we're going to the I'm going to the executive leadership series, and she did that last year. So it like say like we were in the then you have groups for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like if we were in the same group and like she was like the most outgoing person, I would probably like gravitate towards her more.
Would you reach out to her?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't see why not. I mean, I feel like a lot of people who go to, like, those things are, like, really weird. Like, I've had a lot of experience with people are really weird.
Thanks,
so,
because
like,
I facilitate them.
yeah. Well, not like you, but I feel like it's hard to find, like, normal people who go to, like, because I love learning about leadership. Like, I love going to all those things, and, like, a lot of people who go to them are really weird. So, like, if you weren't the weirdest person there, I'd probably be friends with you.
All right.
TBH.
So how do you guys think your friendship has changed since meeting?
I think we've gotten less annoying. You say that we haven't, but I feel like
I don't know.
I feel like freshman year, like, no, like we have compared to Gia and Jenna one time.
Yeah, that was a little bit.
You were Gina, yeah.
Those are like two best friends who like exclude each other from everybody else, and they also like Gia is definitely like the like head figure of the group, and Jenna just like she like sways like her opinions and stuff based upon what Gia says, which is like that's like so unhealthy. But I feel like we like don't do that, so to be compared to them, I feel like that's like really annoying.
Annoying.
That's a word I use that word like all the time. Like I pretty much use that to describe anything. So like that's just like my like go-to. It's like a stylized behavior. Like everything's just like annoying.
But I think we got less like I don't know.
It's like we have like the same friendship almost. It's just like naturally progressed like through our stages. I feel like we're just as close now. I feel like as we were freshman year. Like nothing, even like living not on the same floor, but like almost living in like because she practically lived with me because we were with each other all the time freshman year. And like last year we lived in the same room, and this year I mean we live in the same house in different rooms on different floors. But like we still have the same friendship because I still like I feel like I rely on her to like do that like. Be like a friend. Like if I like failed a test or I mean luckily or like if I did like really well on something or if like I got like accepted to something like she's like the first person that I would tell, like if that makes sense. And like I feel like that's been like the same way since freshman year.
So prior to defined friendship, do you think you live up to that definition?
I didn't really define friendship.
No, neither did I. Neither of us did.
Like, I'm really bad at those questions.
But do you guys think you're good friends to one another?
Yeah, I think so.
we are.
Yeah. I mean, I only have, like, one other, like, extremely close friend, and, like, we're not that we're not that close anymore, but we go to different schools. So I feel like she is, like, what like, Casey was to me when we went to the same school.
So after graduation, what do you think will happen between, like, you and Casey and you and Gabby?
I don't know. Like, obviously, like, I'm not gonna, like, it just depends on what I do after graduation. I don't know. That's a hard question.
I mean, we're both gonna be
like, obviously, I'm not gonna not be friends with her.
Yeah, it just.
But
like,
it's just like I'm not gonna say that we're not gonna be as close, but like, I feel like after grad school, like, things will.
Are you both going to grad school?
I wouldn't say I'm going to grad school, but that's
that's
the plan right now.
That'd be great. I mean, like, you know, it's great. Like, yeah, I feel like, but like, we both have like the same like kind of goals in mind, so I feel like that'll like, it's easy to.
I feel like we will be closer friends when we're moms too.
Yeah.
Like I feel
like grad school is just gonna be a difficult
because we're like we want to go to two separate like places for grad school, like two separate areas.
Yeah.
Like I want to go to New England and she wants to go to the South, so.
But it also depends heavily on where I get accepted.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go to Idaho or something.
Well, that's all I have. Do you have any last remaining remarks?
Just a question for you. Why did you? Why did you choose to interview us compared to all the people that you live with?
I just think your friendship is very fascinating, like just from a outside perspective.
We're not that interesting.
Do you think we're annoying?
No, I don't think you're annoying at all. I think you have a very strong bond that not many close friends have. So.
See, I think that, like, she's, like, my security blanket in college, if that makes sense.
Mhm. All right, I like that. Security blanket.
You can title that the interview.
I actually am.
Title.
Go for it. Gabby Terry, the security
Dumb.
A memoir.
A memoir by Katie Smith.
A vendetta. Is that what it's called? No.
What?
What's that word?
Plot twist, we're actually not friends.
Plot twist. They literally hate each other.
Swag.
All right, well, I'm going to stop it. 30 minutes on the dot.